Hello everyone, welcome to video number 3 of this series that I haven't done in quite a while. For those of you who didn't know, I've done 2 of these before. I'll link them in like a comment or the description or something. I did one in September of 2019 and one in December of 2019, and I have not done one for a year now. I mean, it's almost 3 days over a year. So I'm doing it now. Got a lot of material that I can do it for. Basically, these are just me commenting on comments that people have put on my videos, and I've done so much since then, since those last 2 videos, that there's bound to be plenty of comments, because I've done Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin since then, but I am not going up through then. Today we're going to be covering Disintegration, Low Life, Republic, and Treasure, the albums that I did. So, without further ado, let's begin. Starting with Disintegration, we have this comment that says, if you have never suffered gut-wrenching heartache? I don't think I've suffered heartache, but I have suffered heartache, but I don't know if it's gut-wrenching. Then this album will mean nothing to you. That's not true. So I've always said this before. I've said it like on my Discord. I've had kind of like debates or kind of conversations about it. There's kind of 2 ways to enjoy music, right? There's empathetically or sympathetically, and then voyeuristically. And I've talked about how with Joy Division, I have to kind of view it voyeuristically because I don't empathize with that level of coldness, bleakness, depression, anxiety, because I haven't felt that level of it. I mean, I felt like some levels of it, but usually I don't lean towards music that reinforces those feelings. I try to lean towards things that get me out of those feelings. So when I listen to Joy Division, I'm listening to it through like a voyeuristic approach. So it's like, just kind of almost like a character study, if you will, where it's like you're kind of looking at the music through a lens and enjoying it kind of vicariously, if that makes sense. And I mean, like, this Disintegration means plenty to me. It's grown on me a lot since I first heard it. I dig it quite a bit. And I mean, I don't have to have felt the things that like Robert Smith felt or anyone on that album felt in order to be able to enjoy the music. That's just patently false. Let's move on. If that is an energy drink, you could never fully appreciate the album. Always with the gatekeeping. It's always gatekeeping with these people. It's like, if you don't do this or aren't from here or don't have this in your life, you can't enjoy this music or you don't get it. And I even put, it's Mountain Dew Black Label. It's not even an energy drink. And I included it in the video ironically. So some people, they really struggle with my sense of humor. So I don't know, whatever. I was getting a massage one time and they played an instrumental version of Lullaby. I don't know why I find this comment so funny, but I just love it. He was getting a massage and they were playing Lullaby. An instrumental version is just, could you imagine like, doom, 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 doom. You're in too good a place in your life for this album, and that is okay. I don't know, this feels like such a wholesome comment. I don't know why. But I mean, like, yeah, like I said, this isn't an album that I'm going to necessarily, like, in some times in my life, I've listened to this and it's kind of hit home more than usual. But like I said, I listen to it kind of voyeuristically. Mostly, and it's good in that way. So good on you, Torozon. Now this comment is just not even really like a bad comment. I just agree with it. This was a year ago. You should check out Ceres and Calypso in the Deep Time by Candy Claus. Ultra dense, neo-psychedelic shoegaze, but an ultimately catchy and rewarding listen that you may definitely enjoy given your tastes. And I fully agree. I listened to this album maybe a month or 2 ago. It is spectacular. It blends a lot of different genres. You got like bubblegum pop. You even have like some doo-wop chord progressions in there. Just like you said, really dense songwriting. It's just ultra concentrated, but really kind of rough and shoegazy. Fantastic album. Highly recommend anyone listen to it. Are you sure you like music? I think he's right. Wait, I don't actually like music. Why do I have a turntable and a guitar and a piano? Why did I take 6 years of music lessons? Caesar, I'm sorry. I know. I betrayed you. But thank you for setting me on the right path. It's not a consumer's album. Well, like, unless you're stealing it, then you are a consumer by listening to it, whether that's Spotify, CD, vinyl. I'm sorry, man. It's like the people in like the bathroom stalls who, they write like capitalism, just abolish capitalism. And then like someone below it will be like, where'd you buy that pen? you know? So this is the last one from Disintegration here. I just like this comment. Absolutely love this album. Fell in love with it while listening to it during the cool summertime nights with a beautiful starlit sky with a great group of friends. It's different for everyone. My favorite songs by them tend to be the ones not played on the radio. The environment is a must while listening to this album, as another person commented. I think it was like October and it was like 90 degrees, and so it was just like really warm. I do agree that since then that like, kind of listening to it in colder times, like fall, winter, early spring, that hits home, or summertime nights is also a great time to listen to it. Edit. Just now watching a documentary on The Cure. In it, Robert Smith states the title of the album, Disintegration, was picked for the effect it would have on everybody after listening to it. He also added that it helps everyone focus to what the end results would be. Disintegration, noun, the act of or process of disintegrating. I think his statement is so accurate to what many people here have said about processing this album over a period of time, not just in one sitting. Yes, I also watched your update. That is true. There were certain songs that I loved, like right from the get-go. Plain Song, Lullaby. Prayers for Rain was pretty cool on first listen as well, that bass. But yeah, a lot of the back half of the album, those longer songs, was it Same Deep Water As You? That's like 9 minutes long. I just was not ready for such a progressive type of music. Because I always knew The Cure for, Just Like Heaven, Friday I'm in Love, Love Song, which are kind of like sort of pop formats. But yeah, those long tracks, and they just like were very sparse. They were very ambient. And I just wasn't quite ready for that. And over time, I kind of grew to love that side of it. I just wasn't ready. So it is kind of a shock on first listen, but yes, I do agree that it does take time to sink in. Now we are in Low Life. I was kind of skimming through my New Order videos, and not many had bad things to say, mainly just because I did enjoy most of the albums except for Republic, which we'll get to. But this one on Low Life, great video. Don't know if you've heard it, but it would be cool if you reacted to Piper at the Gates of Dawn by Pink Floyd. I've since done that. This comment was a year ago. So if you guys didn't know, Joe Anderson, whatever, I did do Piper at the Gates of Dawn. There you go. Go watch it. I seriously love your channel. I'm not trying to like make myself look good or anything like that, but like I love these comments because like there's every now and then, like there's a lot of people who just love to talk about the music. There's people who just kind of hate on me because they think I'm boring or whatever. But every now and then there's someone who will pop up and they'll say like, I really love your channel. I find it really relaxing. I find that interesting. People apparently like to put on my videos just to relax too. I don't know if they have replay value or something like that, but it makes me feel good to know to some people that I have like a calming demeanor. I very, very much like that. So thank you guys if that's the case. And if you think that I have a calming demeanor, let me know. I'm curious to see how many people think that, or if I have a boring demeanor. All right, so Republic. There was really nothing on Low Life. That was bad to say. I just wanted to highlight those two comments. So Republic. This album is technically perfect and mature. Maybe too mature for me. I can't get motived enough to listen to the whole album. And I'm the kind of guy who still listens to Movement from time to time. Go figure. Yeah, I don't know. My main gripe with Republic was just that it was boring. Like I said in my most recent New Order reaction, Get Ready, I didn't hate the album. I just didn't enjoy it much because it was boring. But there were songs on it that like I'll still go back to occasionally. Obviously, Regret's fantastic. But Ruined in a Day, Liar, and Avalanche, I dig those tracks. World is actually somewhat okay. I don't adore it, but it's an interesting kind of 90s dance pop track. But there's just so much fluff on here, like Spooky, Everyone Everywhere, Young Offender, Chemical, Times Change, Special. Like I couldn't even like begin to tell you what those songs sound like because I just don't remember. But like I've always had World Ruined in a Day, Liar, and Avalanche in my head as far as like songs go. So for whatever it's worth, just want to put that caveat out there. But yeah, technically perfect and mature. I mean, I don't think it's technically perfect because it's kind of boring, but I don't know. Republic is kind of a divisive album I found. When I went into it, I was thinking that a lot of people just like kind of wrote it off, which they do. But it does have a few like ardent fans, people who really dig that music and they think it's like New Order's last good album. So, what do I know, I guess. Regret is definitely the highlight of Republic, which is a shame as it's only a mediocre song. Disagree. Overall, the album is pretty mediocre and it's sandwiched between the likes of Technique and Get Ready, so it doesn't really stand a chance of being noticed. I think that is true. I think that's true. I don't think Get Ready is an amazing album. I think it's just kind of consistent and solid. But yeah, Republic got overshadowed by Technique and Get Ready, which is a better album for certain. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't think it stands on its own two legs when you just kind of look at it on its own. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I know, like, I have all that New Order clout in my head that it's like tainting the way I view it. Republic is boring. Yeah. Try to listen to it in the background when you're tired and doing things you need to do. Then it's great. That's fair. I like the 90s mood it sets, but just actively listening to it, I'm bored out of my mind. For me, even better than PC&L if I'm in the mood. That's a bold claim. Technique, Brotherhood, Low Life, Get Ready, and Music Complete are always far better, but Republic is at a solid number 6 when I feel for it. I dislike rap in general, but I like to hear Bernard's rap. I don't know why, but Bernard will always be my favorite rapper. I find that funny. Yeah, that's a fair point. Listening to it in the background might be a little bit better. I wouldn't like, if I'm just listening to music passively and one of the songs comes on, I probably wouldn't skip it unless it's like one that's just really boring, like Chemical or something like that. Did you say white power at the end? Why? Well, it was either because I was joking or I genuinely think that the Caucasian race is superior. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so we're into Treasure now. It's like he has no ears. Wait, hold on. Okay. It's like he has no ears, period, that appreciate musical sounds, period, and vocal perfection, and creativity, and a lot of thing in general. I also like how a lot is spelled incorrectly and thing is supposed to be things. And it said the comment was edited. So I don't know what it looked like before, but I'm glad that they fixed it. I mean, I liked Treasure on first listen. I don't understand what this comment means. I love Treasure. It might very well be my favorite Cocteau Twins album. I don't know. She doesn't sing in lyrics. Lyrics sing in her. To use words like wow and then conclude by saying it is quite good puzzles me. Why? The voice of God, no doubt. I like to imagine that there is a comma in there. The voice of God, no doubt. I mean, if you're that into Gwen Stefani, fine, but I think Elizabeth Fraser is a superior vocalist, but that's just me. So there is the next batch of comments. I'm gonna try to keep making more of these until I get caught up on all the videos that I've done. And Treasure, that last one, let me look to see. That was October 2019. So I have still about a year's worth of videos to go through for all these comments. So let me know if you guys want to see more of these. I find them to be quite funny and entertaining. And yeah, stay tuned for whatever else I make next and all that stuff. Godspeed.